Hi guys, Top Pops here, and in today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing every single one of the brand new Simpsons Funko Pops, so let's get started. And now, I guess we'll just start with the one that is already out of the boxes, because what happened was I ordered all of them off of the Funko shop, and of course I shipped them over to Grant, then he shipped them over to me. So they were in a huge box, but now they're in a couple separate ones. So here is what I've got. We've got two boxes from the Funko shop, as well as this one right here. And since you guys can see it, like I said, we'll start with this one, which is the Lard Lad Donut. And also, this here is the first ever 6-inch Simpsons Funko Pop.
Tristan, I think you might be forgetting the Kang and Kodos 2-pack. Those are definitely 6-inch pops.
No. They are normal 3-inch characters, just extended slightly. They come in a normal 3-inch box, just a little bit bigger, not a 6-inch box.
What were you doing in the washer?
I was... Come on, guys. Now let's actually pop this one out of the box so we can take a bit of a closer look at it. And I really enjoy all of these Simpsons Funko Pops. There's one thing that I would have changed about this one, but I think the Simpsons figures and the way that the style of their characters is done really translates well into pop figure style. And now here is Lard Lad right here. I think this is just such a great pop. Now the one thing that I think they should have changed is having the donut over his head like it would be in the television show. But I think they didn't do it because of how big his head actually is. Because also, to have that arm then go around, it would probably be like off to the side here instead of above him like it is in the show. So it would have probably looked really weird. But I think besides that, this is a really nice figure. And also, Funko, I'm really enjoying the Pac-Man styled eyes on this one because I know they are cut out like that in the show, but to have that little notch missing instead of just painting it yellow makes it look a little bit nicer. Alright guys, so I opened this one up here and it looks like there are 6 brand new Simpsons Funko Pops inside of here. Now the question is, which one do we start with? Alright, so I think I'm going to start with the most boring one out of all of them, just because we've seen so many different Homers. So this one here is just a different version of Homer, being USA Homer. Now, I don't think that this is a bad pop. I'm glad that they added a new Homer to this wave, so if anybody's just starting to collect them, they can get a Homer Simpson figure. It's just too bad that they're making another one when they could have made a different, probably more random character. But I totally understand that Funko is going to keep making the original characters over and over again, because there are so many different versions of these guys when there's only maybe 1 or 2 versions of every other character. And now here is the USA Homer out of the box, and I'm trying to pinpoint what episode this is from, probably one of the 4th of July ones if I were to guess, but I'm just not too sure. And also I'm noticing that this Homer seems a little bit wider than the rest of them. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the shirt that he's wearing over top of the shorts, but can you guys see what I mean? He seems like he's more this way than this way. He's more like thicker rather than deeper, if that makes sense. It doesn't really make sense for a person, but for a figure, I hope that does. Alright guys, now after the Homer, every single one inside this box is a new character that we've never gotten a Funko Pop for, so let's just crack into the next one. Alright guys, now here is the Duffman Funko Pop, and I think this one does look really great, especially because they made him look a little bit more cartoony than the rest of them, and I don't even know how that's possible, but they somehow did it. I think it might be the sunglasses and how they have the white streaks going across the front there, but then he also has the Duff hat as well as the Duff beer on his belt there. And now, I don't know because I haven't seen the back of him yet, but if I were to guess, it would say Duff on his cape. No, it doesn't. I guess it probably doesn't in the show for them to not put it there, but also, I think it's really funny that they did make almost like full-size, well, if the figure were to hold it, it would be a full-size Duff can, but that still looks great, and I think this one is probably one of the better ones out of this wave here. And also, if you don't remember, a long time ago, I've shown off some of them on the channel, but Funko did make these guys all into Wacky Wobblers, and that was totally before Pops, so I'm guessing whatever they made into Wacky Wobblers, they're eventually going to make into Funko Pops. So if you go back and look through all of the different ones that they've made, they have made a Duffman, as well as some of the other ones that are coming up in a second. I gotta scoot over again just like yesterday, but anyways, let's get into these next ones here, and I think I'm going to show these ones off together because it is the Itchy and, hold on, Scratchy. And now, as you guys probably know, this is from the Itchy and Scratchy show within The Simpsons, so it's like a show within a show. Actually, that happens a bunch of different times within The Simpsons because there is, of course, Krusty's show, there's Itchy and Scratchy. Is Poochie? Poochie's in this show. I would actually love a Poochie Funko Pop. I think that would be really neat. But anyways, let's actually pop into these before we go too far down the television rabbit hole. Now, it looks like both of these come with bases, but I don't think I'm going to need them for these ones. Maybe for this one because of how big the bat is? No. Okay, we are good. Now, with Scratchy, he's got an even bigger bat on the side. That's more of a club, I guess you could say, for Itchy. But Scratchy, Ooh, this one might not stand. Let's test this out here. Yeah, no, that is too heavy, but at least it did come with a base, so you can stand him up just a little bit easier. All right, guys, there we go. Now, does he stand with the base? He does, and I actually love the comically large weapons in their hands, because this is what it is in the television show inside of The Simpsons. So there is Itchy right there, looking great, and then we also have the Scratchy right here, and I think both of these are amazing. Now, you know what's funny? A long time ago, probably like maybe 2012 or 2013, Funko used to make Pop Plush, and these are actually two characters that they did make in Pop Plush form, but they never actually made them as Funko Pops back then, and I'm not too sure why, but at least we do get both of the characters now, and I'm sure if they made them back then, they wouldn't look as good as these two right here. Alright guys, I had to clear off the table so we can get into the next few because we are going to be running out of room. So, let's get into the next one here, which is, yeah, let's go with this one here. This one is Barney Grumble. Now, this one looks great. I especially love that beer mug in his hand. Now, I love the Barney Funko Pop, and I think the reason it looks so great is because they're getting really good with making clear things in normal colored plastic. Like for this one here, you can see that it looks like he's holding it, but you don't see any like pieces connecting it together inside of the mug. I don't know how they do it, but whatever they did for this figure right here, it really does look like Barney is holding a mug of beer. I mean, they added the little bit of foam coming off the top of the mug, and he's got the chest hair, which is a little weird, but it is a good detail, and he's got his stomach coming out of the front there like he normally is when he's sitting there in the bar at Moe's Tavern. Now this right here is really well done, and I would love to see possibly a Barney's Bolorama Pop Town in the future. Because if we were to ever build another Funko City, I think we could use some more recreational buildings. And well, alright guys, that was Barney. Now let's get into the last one inside of the first box here, which is the Chief Wiggum. I keep saying this about every single one of these Simpsons Funko Pops, but I think Funko killed it with this entire line. Like, there's really nothing else that I could say about it besides they are really well done figures. I mean, when you make a Simpsons character, it's really not that hard to translate the already somewhat big heads and larger bodies into a Funko Pop figure like these. So the Chief Wiggum really does look amazing, especially because he's got the handcuffs, he's got the donut in his hand, and then he also has a coffee in the other one. And I think one of the reasons why these Simpsons ones translate so well into Funko Pops is because of how simplistic the actual animated show is, because I feel like if it was any more detailed than this, it wouldn't look right, but these really do look great. Alright everyone, now we do have one more figure inside of this box right here, and you guys might be thinking, why is it in such a big box? Well, it's a little bit more special than just the normal size character. Ooh, okay guys, here it is right here. Now this is crazy, and this is actually the first ever, what would you call it, maybe like television moment for The Simpsons, and this right here is the Couch Homer. Now this thing is crazy cool. And now what's really cool about this character right here is this is the only way that you could get an original Homer Simpson Funko Pop without paying an arm and a leg for the original one or getting him in a different outfit. So this right here is actually really neat, and I love all the details they added to this character. And here it is right here. This is sick. I love this one. It's too bad they didn't add everybody to the couch, but I feel like that would have been really tough with the huge heads that are Funko Pops. But if you guys look at this right here, I love all of the details. And you guys might be wondering, what's on that TV? What actually says created by Matt Groening. Can you guys see that? It's right like there. Yeah, there it is right there. It's hard to see, but it is there. Created by Matt Groening. And I bet, guys, if you were to watch the show, you would see this exact table, lamp, and phone sitting to the left side of the couch. So I think Funko did a great job with this figure right here. Especially because it is the first ever deluxe Funko Pop for the Simpsons line, and I hope that they do more like this in the future, like the Barney's Bolorama, or maybe Itchy and Scratchy banging each other in the head, or, well, I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's a lot that they could do. And well, alright guys, that is all of the Simpsons Funko Pops that I have for today, and I'm pretty sure that this is every single one in the brand new Oh. Okay, well guys, I'm looking at the back of the box. I opened up Chief Wiggum, Barney, Duffman, Itchy, Scratchy, USA Homer, Lard Lad 6-inch, Couch Homer, but I didn't open Gangster Bart. I guess they didn't have Gangster Bart on the Funko shop. So if you guys want to see Gangster Bart on the back there he is right here. But you know what? I can't leave it like this. I'm only not opening one of them. You know what? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to go over to EB Games and pretend like I didn't already film this, knowing that there was a Gangster Bart there. So we'll see you at EB Games. Alright guys, I made it over to EB Games, so let's go in and see what's new today. Alright, so here's what they've got in the back over at EB Games, and I do think that they have some pretty cool stuff. It's very similar to the last time we were here, but there is a couple things that I see that's here today that we didn't see last time. Like, for example, the Gangster Bart. So this is one that I'm definitely going to want to grab today for my Simpsons set. And oddly enough, guys, this was the one that we came for because this is the only one that I was missing. And then also, I didn't show this off last time I was here, but they have a lot of on-sale figures. Now, this is a lot of the stuff that we've seen last time, or, you know, we've seen in the past, but it is still some really great figures, like the Cowboy Bebop ones. Vicious, you don't see very often. They have a couple of them here on sale. And then they also have Disney Pixar Soul, and I think this is pretty much all of them. They do have the glow-in-the-dark one here, and I didn't pick this one up, and I don't think I'm going to be getting it just because I already have these two. So why bother getting this one, even though I do really enjoy the glow-in-the-dark ones a little bit more. Alright guys, so I got the Gangster Bart as well as one other pop, so now let's go back to the studio and we'll open them up. Well, that was weirdly convenient that they had one Gangster Bart left, and to be honest, I was just kind of joking about them having a Gangster Bart, and they did happen to have one of them left, and that was the only Simpsons Funko Pop that they had, so it was kind of oddly perfect. But anyways, let's get into this, guys, and I'll show you which ones I got, because I didn't just get Gangster Bart, I also got this one from Groundhog Day. I got Phil with how do you pronounce it? Puxatawny Phil, I believe it is. Anyways, there are the two of them right there. I never know how to pronounce that, but I think this right here looks really great. And to be honest, if it didn't have Puxatawny Phil there, I wouldn't have got this figure because, I mean, come on, look at how derpy this thing is. I mean, that is a groundhog, but yeah, it's just weird with the eyes on the side of the head, but I guess that's kind of what a groundhog really looks like. And then if you guys want to see Phil, there he is right there with the Channel 9 microphone in his hand. And I think this one does look a lot like Bill Murray. It's just, you know, kind of a boring figure because there's not much going on with him in the movie, so I'm glad, like I said, that they did add this Phil to go along with this Phil. And then, guys, of course, here is the Gangster Bart, and like I said, this one isn't very interesting, and this is another one where they have to do a Bart in every single one of the lines that they do make for The Simpsons, so I guess they went with this one for the Wave 3, and like I said, it's not that crazy, but it is still a nice pop, and I wanted to get it to help complete my Simpsons collection. And like I've said a bunch of times, I know I am missing the original 4, and I will try to get them eventually. It's just every time I see them go up for sale, it's like $1,400 for all 4 of them, and I don't just have that laying around. So maybe one of these days, if somebody would like to sponsor me, I would definitely pick them up. But here is the Gangster Bart a little bit closer up outside of the box. And I think, like I said, this one isn't too crazy, but it is one that I wanted to help complete the set, so I definitely had to get it. And well, everybody, that is all of the Simpsons Funko Pops, and I guess Groundhog Day Funko Pops that I had to show off today. But before we get out of here, of course, let's spin the wheel. Alright guys, so I got the wheel now. Let's spin this thing and see what we get. And for today, I'm gonna guess we get... Let's go games. Games could be a good one. Random. That'll be fun. Alright everybody, so the random Funko Pop that I went with today is one that I'm really excited about because they are continuing this wave again with some Emerald City Comic Con figures. Well, actually, a single Emerald City Comic Con figure, but still, it's a really nice one nonetheless. And this one here is the Clark Kent from Garbage Pail Kids. Well, actually, now that I say that, they are coming out with a common wave as well, but the most recent one that they showed off was the Boney Tony one coming to Emerald City Comic Con, and that one I'm really excited about. And this one here came out back in 2018, and if you guys want to see the back of the box here, we've got Atom Bomb, Ghastly Ashley, Clark Kent, of course, and Beastie Boyd. And all of these really are gross, but do look pretty good. And now if you guys want to see Clark Kent out of the box, before we get out of here, here he is right here. A really disgusting figure, like I said, but I think it looks really great translated from the Garbage Pail Kids cards into these Funko Pops right here. And another thing that I really enjoy about these characters is that they actually made it look like a Garbage Pail Kids card on the side by putting that exact same font at the bottom here with the yellow around it like they would with any other Garbage Pail Kids card. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that. But this has been another episode of Top Pops. Popsters, thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Another of Top Pop.
Dripping like a school. On a four with school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5 4 thump. I'm a hump on a bounce. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with that. She calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Snow. Like my lashes.